clock is ticking backwards for Throwback Thursday, the first ever here on Player Collect. Welcome! Hey, hi, how's it going? I am your host, Sucks at Games, for Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday is going to be taking a wonderful opportunity to present to you, the viewers, a look at figure collecting of the past. Things that I've collected, things that might have been a part of my collection which I no longer own. Speaking of collections, guys, if anyone doesn't know anything about me, if no one knows anything about me right here, I am a collector of statues, action figures, and assortment of things from anime and video games and maybe some movies and comics, you know. One might sneak into my collection. One might sneak into my collection here. So, what makes this inaugural Throwback Thursday amazing is we're going to take this as an opportunity to look at where it all started for me. Where Sucks at Games was doomed. Actually, my bank account was doomed. Where I became a collector seriously. Because when I started collecting, it wasn't really serious. It was like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. It's like, all right, they're toys, whatever. In fact, allow me to show you where my collecting began. Well, I don't say my collecting began. I would say where my casual collecting started. So in 1997, Final Fantasy VII came out. It's funny enough that we're actually playing that on broadcast right now. Funny that we're doing a Throwback Thursday. We're looking at some Final Fantasy VII collectibles, and we're playing some Final Fantasy VII here on broadcast. Throwback all around. So these figures were released by Bandai as part of a collection of not so great figures. Because this is a Tifa, Cloud, obviously, assortment of characters here. And these were things that I saw in import shops. Back before the internet. Back before the internet was a thing, big deal. I'd go to a local store in Houston, Texas, Planet Anime in central Houston. Kind of a little back alley, shoved in the corner somewhere. And I remember always walking through there, and I would see different things, like the wall scrolls, laser discs, CD soundtracks for video games, and of course anime. But also they had a assortment of collectibles there. I remember things like Japanese Beast Wars figures and Final Fantasy collectibles. So this is kind of where it started for me. I picked these up. I picked these up and kept them in the box. Never took them out. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. All right, that's cool. We'll keep them on display there. It's Final Fantasy VII. Not bad. But then later in 1999, I remember these. Always being in Suncoast Video. The Final Fantasy VIII 1/6 scale figures from Kotobukiya. So these figures right here weren't the greatest in quality. If you look at the faces, Squall is looking a little melted there. Not really smooth. Renault apparently has a tan for some reason. Don't know why. And then there's Quistis with the belly flash. So what's interesting about these figures here is these were PVC figures, but they're not like the figures of today. Best way to describe these figures were... Does anyone know of the hollow candy rabbits around Easter time? Which is kind of funny because we just went through Easter. So you bite in one, it's hollow on the inside, but it's a shell in the end. That's what these figures were. These were hollow on the inside. I would know that because I accidentally broke my Quistis. And that's why I was like, oh, it's hollow. Huh. Okay, well, that's a thing. So I had these for a while. They weren't really that superb. But the thing is, for me, it was like, oh, Final Fantasy figures. Sure, okay, cool. But I never really looked at them. As collector items. I never really looked at them as something of being quality. They were just like, oh, hey, cool. They're toys. They're toys, larger scale of something that I would never really see. Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII. So then that leads into what we're looking at for today's Player Collect. So, flash forward. Kind of just jump ahead of time here. Flash forward to around 2007, 2008. Anime convention with my best friend, walking around, checking out the dealer's room. and we came across this one booth which had an assortment of PVC figures on display, as well as a lot of other Japanese figures, because it was an anime convention, obviously. And my eyes just widened. I looked at them. I looked at these figures, and I remember one portion. I remember looking at some Tails figures. It was of Mint and oh shoot, Arsh. Oh, I can't remember the name. The girl who rides the broom, boom, the one who rides the boomstick, the broom. I can't remember her name all of a sudden. I can picture her because she's in my collection. But I remember seeing those. They was from by Kotobukiya, and I was like, oh wow, okay. And they were just walking around, and then I saw a Persona 3 figure. A Persona 3 figure, the first scaled Persona 3 figure from Alter. That would be of this lady right here. This is where it all started for me, guys. This one right here. So I looked at it, and I looked at that face, and I said to myself, wow, that's actually really good looking. I am very surprised by that. So the best friend, can't remember why, I can't remember what time of the year it was. I can't remember if it was like a belated birthday present or what. But she's like, well, did you want that? And I sat there and I looked at it, and I just said, sure, okay. Why not? I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Miss Aegis here. I am not even a big fan of her. But I was blown away, because I have never seen in my life at that time, 2007, 2008, I have never seen anything like this before. At all. At all. So in fact, let's take a quick little look at the information regarding this figure here. So like I said, 2007 was when this came out. What anime convention I got this from, I do not remember. Here's Persona 3 Aegis, October 2007, a 1/8 scale figure, 250 millimeters tall, originally retailing for 5,800 yen. And this figure here has been essentially my holy, not say my holy grail, but has been a very significant part of my collection. Very significant part of my collection, because of the sentimental value that's actually attached to it. Because again, you know, my best friend got it. This is the very first thing that actually got me serious into figure collecting. It let me know, it's like, wait a second. These things now look like this? This is the type of quality they look like? I mean, just the design, the face, those eyes, the shape of the mouth, the hair got better. Hair's gotten much better in figures these days, I'll say that. And I do apologize for the shaky camera, or the shakiness of the rotation table. My apologies. But the thing here is the fact that it's just, again, I never seen anything like that. And it has been in my collection for nearly 10 years, at least. Because if this came out in 2007, October, so maybe not actually 9 years. We'll say 9 to 10 years. Nevertheless, the thing is, this has been in my collection and has never left. I am never selling this. This is going to the grave with me, because again, it's just, number one, it was a gift from my best friend, and number two, it's just, again, this right here, every time I look at it, this is the reason why I do what I do. So it's just a wonderful thing to look at. Absolutely wonderful. But now then, should we take a more detailed look at what we have here? So here it is right now. Some still shots, no rotation stuff, so we take a good clear look at this. So what you could not see in the video footage back there was the fact that she's actually standing on one of the coffins from the Midnight Hour. And so number one, Aegis, how rude of you. How rude of you to be standing on top of that right now. But the pose is very fitting of Aegis. It's just, there's a strong feeling from it. The way, just her gaze, the arm out, ready to shoot from her fingers, the determination in her eyes is just really wonderful. And you can see things, you know, such as the shadows, the paint shadows are put into her around her knees, her stomach, you know, her body, as well as you can see different portions of just her joints, the metallic paint on it. Like right here, you can see the reflection on the metallic paint on her arm, as well as her legs. As well as the other bits of detail you can see around her her helmet piece. But another thing, you can see, and again, you can see more of the reflection of the paint job. You can see just the gradient paint job on her feet right there as well as the back. The back, there isn't really much going on, but at least they did something to show shape to her body. Of course, they gave her a robo bottom as well because reasons. I'm not sure why they really need to, or something like her, why she needs the shape of a butt on her. But Japan. Standing on the coffin, taking the grave with you. I think she'll put you into that grave. Yeah. I'll definitely be buried here. So with this angle right here, you can see a lot more detail around her body. Again, the shading put into the paint job around her arm, more the definition of the fingers, the shape of her face. You can actually see the shape of her lips as well. Like I said, the only thing I would say is my complaint about this is the hair. But it was 2007, so not much you can really do about that. Technology's gotten better, quality's gotten much better when it comes to hair. Unlike Square. it's kind of like Square. I guess they got better with their hair quality and their CG. Not so much of their figures, though, but the other companies have gotten much better. So we get a closer look here in terms of the metal joints on Miss Aegis here, the gold paint to bring it out. Well, and there's more detail in the joints, the portions where you can easily tell that it's designed to bend. So nice work right there. Nice work. In more detail right here. You can see the different foldings for the bending portions of her legs. Just really great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. Now the question right here is the going up her body right there. Are they like staples? Did they kind of just staple her like, oh crap, we're running out of time. Just staple her body up. Still, nice little detail right there. You can see from here in the back point. So right here in the back portion, you can see that again, there's not much in the way of detail going on here for her design. Very basic for the body shape, but that's just the way it is. But this figure here, you're not gonna be looking at her from the back side. You're gonna be looking at her from the front. And here's what the selling point was for me. Here is what made me go, oh wow. Those eyes, those lips. So also you can see the detail on the bow right there. A little blobby though, unfortunately, but nice little job there, at least putting the shape to that bow. Also, you can see the joints in her arms as well, the metallic pieces, the screws, if you will, around the pieces to hold in her arms. Nicely done. And there, that shot right there. That is what had me go, oh, that is what had me buying this. Look at those lips. Look at the quality of those lips, those eyes. The job just put on the eyes, the determination, the look of her face, just absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And then as she's pointing out her arm, fingers ready to shoot. And now you can't exactly see it in the photo probably, but there's actually a bit of wear on the tip of her fingers from where she's shooting bullets and whatnot. Oh, another beautiful angle right here showing the shape of her face. The fact that they actually carved out the mouth as well, giving more definition to those lips, as well as her headpiece. Much better look also in terms of not so great in hair. But the fact that they put so much work into everything else is just phenomenal. I just absolutely in love with this. And then the other hand right here, you can see where she has actually full-formed fingers as well, because she's not shooting from that hand. And then a better look at the badge around her arm, the joints for her arm, or where her elbow is. A better look at the good old badge right there as well. Oh, better quality look as well. So again, just the joint as well. Look at that joint. Just absolutely wonderful stuff. Absolutely wonderful stuff. So that's a nice little still look at our wonderful look at Miss Aegis here for our first ever Throwback Thursday. So yeah. I'll say it's still informal, a little informal, but just if you ever wonder why this has occurred, why this has ever occurred right here, this is because of this. This is because my best friend enabled me. Granted, I'm a weakling. It wasn't hard for her. Wow, that looks really nice. Do you want that? Okay. Boom, like that. Just like that. So we'll be doing more of this. We'll do doing a little more, picking things from my past, looking at them, kind of like mini reviews, if you will. Probably a little more structured next time versus this right here. But this, I kind of just want to speak off the top of my mind, kind of just give you my just inner thoughts about this and why I'm a collector and the significance of this figure right here in my collection, and why this one is such a big deal. Actually, one thing also, unfortunately, here is that, okay, yeah, don't be careful here. When I was moving, while I was doing some photography, different photography for this figure, which I have lost those photos, unfortunately, of, I dropped the box that she was in, and boop, this came off. So right now, this is being held together. You can't exactly see it. Maybe you saw it in the photos, but there was some little like dirt around her arm. That's because I'm using double-sided tape to hold this guy in right now. So, oopsie-doo. So, you know, that's the only downside about it. I broke it. I accidentally broke it, but, you know, that shit happens. That shit happens. So, hopefully you enjoy the first ever Throwback Thursday here for Player Collect. We'll be trying to do more of these every Thursday. Probably, hopefully, a little more structured, a little more better presentation for you. But it's a nice little trip down memory lane for me. It's a nice little way for you all to take a look at my collection as a collector for, gosh, was it series collector since 2007, 2008? Very long time. Very, very long time. So until then, I'll see you all later for more Player Collect Daily here on Twitch, as well as a new Throwback Thursday next Thursday after Player Collect. Alright, so that's a bit rough.